There is no structure as important to the New York City skyline as the 102-story Art Deco Empire State Building. The laborers of this intensive technological achievement and the actual finished product have put the concept of the American dream to life by showing New York City and America that it is possible to achieve success and prosperity through collective hard work, determination, and initiative. The creation of America's icon involved the resiliency of workers and a nation that awaited the developing structure with great hope during the Great Depression. The development of one of the tallest and grandest buildings in the world during a time of great uncertainty has created an everlasting physical demonstration of strength and eminence that one can experience just by looking up at its grandiosity. When the original plan of the Empire State Building was established, there was intense competition to build the world's tallest building with the desire to beat the Eiffel Tower, which was at the time the tallest structure in the world. This was occurring during a time when the US was undergoing its longest and most harming depression. But this did not halt the progress of building. With a well-established and organized workforce, an average of 4 floors were built a week. Such hard work and willpower was a promising example of American determination and provided a visible representation of what was once considered impossible to achieve. Construction of the Empire State Building started in 1929, and it only took 15 months and 7 million man-hours to complete the engineering success. With the antenna included, the stone, steel, and glass structure stands at 1,454 feet and is the tallest building in New York City and the 5th tallest structure in America. Before the Empire State Building was created, New York City was seen as the old New York, and the development of such a grand and modern building really transformed the city into a vibrant new unstoppable metropolis and brought it up to date with its European counterparts. The building instilled the people of New York City with great pride, which was much needed during the Great Depression when prospects looked bleak. As a result of this, it began to symbolize control over economic uncertainties. At the time, some even believed the Empire State Building was the closest thing to heaven. And in fact, not much has changed when looking at the building today, soaring out of the city into the celestial clouds. To this day, the form of the structure gives the building a metaphorical appeal, as it highlights the strength and resolve it has depicted over time, reaching into the sky above, much like we try to reach for the stars in our aspirations and initiatives. In fact, the Empire State Building is not the only structure whose grandiosity has inspired onlookers. There's a structure that we have talked about in this class that also shows a feat of true accomplishments through collaborative building and hard work. Perhaps it does not stand as tall as the Empire State Building, but in its time, this 200-foot structure stood at the center of Tenochtitlan and overlooked the whole city. The construction of Temple Mayor was advanced for its time and required a great amount of manpower to complete. The Empire State Building was built in sections of steel, glass, and stone, and while the Grand Temple did not have access to such material, they did use massive stones and determined manpower to build each successive layer. The temple was located in the center of the city where the most important ritual and ceremonial activities in Aztec life took place. The Empire State Building is too located in the heart of its great city, and commemorates its own importance of innovation and is, as a result, the #1 tourist attraction in New York City. When we think of Tenochtitlan, Temple Mayor is what comes to mind. And when we think of New York City, the Empire State Building is our visualization. Many years stand between the structures, but both show the power one physical creation can have on a city and its inhabitants. Living in New York City makes it easy for one to overlook what is around them and get caught up in the constant rush. But when we take a step back and look out into the city, we see a building that has kept its symbolism alive throughout the years. A building that overpowers all the ones around it and reminds us of a time when New York City was just emerging as a modern, bustling city. 85 years have passed, yet the original wonder of the structure lives on. Fortunately enough for us, the hardworking men that completed the building through the toughest years of American life have left us with a physical demonstration of what it means to overcome existing boundaries and make the so-called impossible a reality. The Empire State Building is much like the American dream, an ideal that every U.S. citizen should have an equal opportunity to achieve success and prosperity through hard work, determination, and initiative.